work. Here in front, we have created 5 all-natural ingredients that go into the brewing of our Budweiser. In the middle, we have our barley malt. Down here on your right, we have our rice. On your left, we have our hops. Do any of you know the other 2 missing ingredients that are not on display? Water, and yeast. Good job. 2 most important ingredients in your beer. We're going to start with those 2 first. Start with our water. Water makes up 92% of our beer. It's a pretty important ingredient. Quick show of hands, how many of you are from out of town? Just a good majority. You see the water back home tastes different than it does here in St. Louis. We have 12 breweries in the United States. Each one of them uses local water to brew our beers. So if you can imagine we use local tap water, Budweiser would taste the same no matter where you buy it. So ensure that Budweiser brewed here in St. Louis is going to taste the same as one made out in LA, or even on the East Coast in Mullinsville, New York. All of our waters can be run through a multi-stage filtration process in each one of our breweries to ensure its consistency, quality, and purity. And what I'm going to tell you about is our yeast. Yeast is like our secret ingredient. Gives our beer 65% of its final flavor. The yeast used to brew Budweiser today is directly descended from the original yeast culture used by Adolphus Busch to create Budweiser in 1876. That is why the yeast is exclusively kept on site here in St. Louis. We're the only brewery that has it. We send it out weekly to our St. Louis, to our United States breweries. Every other week we send it out to our international breweries. The only one to have it. That's why just make sure that no one else can get that yeast. If someone else gets that yeast, everybody can brew Budweiser. Next thing I'm going to tell you about is our barley malt. It's a combination of 2-row and 6-row barley malt to make our Budweiser. Barley malt is how they still up your beer. Gives beer 100% of its color, 30 to 40% of its final flavor. The difference between these 2 types of barley malt is how they grow on the stalk. 2-row has 2 rows of kernels on each stalk. So the kernel size is a little bit larger, yields more starches, more proteins. Whereas 6-row is going to have 6 rows of kernels on each stalk. Kernel size is smaller, yields less starches, less proteins. In our barley malt in the states of Montana and Idaho. Back over here to your right, we have our rice. Rice is an ingredient not needed to brew a beer. We do need it with brewing Budweiser. The reason this is back in the 1800s, remember my introduction, there were 50 breweries in the city. We were ranked 26th out of those 50 before we started brewing Budweiser. So Adolphus Busch went and added a different ingredient to his beer to set it apart from everybody else. For us, that was rice. Rice adds clarity to our Budweiser, as well as gives a nice crisp finish at the end. So right now we're using around 11 to 12% of the United States rice yield every year. And all that rice is going to come from the states of Arkansas and California. Back over here to your left, we have our hops. Hops are known as the spice of beer. Hops give beer all its bitter and aromatic qualities. We here at Anheuser-Busch are the only major brewer in the world that owns our hop farms. We actually own 2. One is located in Kielce, Germany. The other is located in Bonnersbury, Idaho. The hops farm in Idaho is the largest one in the world today. Well, if you want to get an idea of what a hops farm looks like, turn on the painting in the rear of the room. We have our left-hand corner of the painting. You see the perennial hop vines. They're going to grow anywhere from 18 to 22 feet tall. Look at the bottom right side of the painting. You get an idea of how our fashion has changed over the years here at Anheuser-Busch. As well as you'll get an idea of just how much more machinery we use today versus child labor in the 1800s. So the 5 ingredients make up your Budweiser. So if you have any questions about just the ingredients? Any questions? Alright, so now you know what the ingredients are. We're going through our 7-step Budweiser brewing process, showing how those ingredients come to play to create your beer. The first step is milling. This is where we're going to grind down a precise way the barley malt and rice. From there, we're going to move on to step 2, which is mashing. We're going to take the precise amount of whey grain, meet it with the purest of water and mash things. We'll heat this mixture of grain and water at precise temperatures at exact times. Rinse the starches in these grain into fermentable and non-fermentable sugars. Fermentable sugars go on to your alcohol content. Non-fermentable sugars are calories and carbs. This is the part of the brewing process that distinguishes a Budweiser from a Bud Light. The longer the grains and water are mashed together, the lighter the beer is going to be. Budweiser will spend 2 hours in our mashings. Bud Light will spend around 4 hours in our mashings. And our newest brand, Bud Select 55, the lightest beer in the world, will spend anywhere from 10 to 12 hours in our mashing things. Our mashing goes on to step 3, which is straining. No one likes to chew on their beers. We can take all those excess grains out in the process called lautering. This is going to leave us with a sugar-rich liquid called wort. What looks like a beer tastes nothing like it. So you pump it into step 4, bring it to a boil in our brew kettles. Then we're going to add that specific blend of bitter and aromatic hops. So you have all the hop qualities we want for our beer, the bitterness, aromatic qualities. We straighten the hops out as well. Then we chill that hopped up wort down to 50 degrees. Move it into step 5, which is primary fermentation. This is the first step in the process where we're going to add the yeast. Yeast and wort are going to interact for about a week. Yeast is slowly going to convert that wort into a beer in that time as well. And that was officially after step 5, but we can call it a beer. It's 98 Budweiser, king of beers, that goes through step 6, our exclusive Beechwood aging and Beechwood lagering process, which Aaron just told you about at our last stop. Additionally, in step 6, we're going to krausen the beer, which means we're adding another fresh batch of wort and yeast just to jumpstart the secondary fermentation process for us to help create all of our natural carbonation. The beer rests in those Beechwood chips for 21 days. From there, it moves on to step 7, which is finishing. This will be filtered, chill proof your beer. Then we send down the street to our packaging plant. We'll package it in bottles, cans, draft kegs, ship it out to all of your loving arms. So if you're all keeping track, it takes from step 1 through step 7. It takes us 30 days to brew one batch of Budweiser on a nice hot day like today. I'm sure a lot of you can probably take one down in about 30 seconds. There is one very important step that I didn't mention. It's not clear to either one of these boards. My favorite step, pretty sure it's a lot of yours as well. It's an all-important tasting step. Each batch of Budweiser tastes a minimum of 5 times in its life here at the brewery. Brewmasters all gather at 3 p.m. on the 6th floor of this building. They taste samples not only from our brewery here in St. Louis, they actually fly in samples from our 11 other regional breweries we taste it on a daily basis. Every other Friday, we'll fly our international brands in, taste those as well. We like to call it the happy hour. It's a hard job our brewmasters have. Someone's got to do it though, right? Alright, so anybody have any questions at all? Questions? No? Alright, what we're going to do, we are going to head upstairs here in a minute. That's about everything we're going to see up there. It's about 80 to 110 degrees. You don't want to be up there for too long, right? We'll be up there for about a minute and a half. We're going to make my way back down. When we get up there, the first thing you're going to see is our mash tanks. It's step 2 in the process, which have our barley malt rice, mixed with the purest of water. Great brands like Budweiser and Bud Light. Go up around the railings up there, and the next floor down, you will see our brew kegs. We have 6 of them. Each one of them has a capacity of 640 barrels of beer. It can produce 12 brews a day, giving us a daily brewing capacity of 72 brews. Also, while we're up there, if you look on either side of the railings, you're going to see 2 4-story hot iron chandeliers. Those chandeliers were acquired as a gift to Adolphus Busch for all his hard work in the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. You're going to be taking these elevators upstairs, 3 flights of stairs back down. If stairs are a problem for anyone, just hang back with me upstairs, bring you back down here on the elevator. Everybody's ready? I'm going to call Aaron for the elevator.